Hey everyone, today we will be applying the inventory concepts of periodic and continuous review systems, presented by Willow, Jamie, Ruby, and myself, Michael.
To start off with, the continuous review system requires knowing physical inventory at all times and is adapted to A items, which hold most inventory value. This method is more expensive to manage because inventory needs to update each time something goes out of the shelf or comes back into the shelf. An order is placed as soon as the inventory drops to that reorder level, and with real-time updates, it provides accuracy, making it easier to know when to reorder.
Less stock is carried because the inventory level is controlled continuously, accurately, and in real time. This system is important because it manages critical production items and carries less buffer inventory, knowing exactly what demand there is for stock due to real-time updates. Therefore, during that time, the only safety stock required is for potential stockouts.
For example, with this inventory, when the stock drops to 125, then you reorder straight away. However, it won't come instantly, and if the business is needing more stock, then they use the buffer inventory. With continuous systems, you reorder the same inventory every time. As shown in the illustration, the lines are always vertical.
A coffee brand produces roasted coffee beans that are in high demand as they are a popular product. These items are supplied to customers regularly as they have high demand rate. The cost of inventory is low, as items are reordered once the stock reaches 120 units. Therefore, they replenish often. The agreed buffer inventory is 20 units, as it is uncommon for the level of stock to plummet below that. The level at which units are ordered is 120, as that is the result of the average inventory level plus the buffer inventory level.
When comparing the two inventory systems, the continuous review system runs in real time and is costlier to implement than the periodic system. The periodic system tends to be more economical than the continuous system, but requires a lot more safety stock. And the continuous review system requires more time and effort to implement, whereas with the periodic system, it reduces the time. This means businesses need to invest in the right equipment needed and have efficient training for staff in place.
When referring to the periodic review system, the inventory has predetermined times, like counting inventory at the end of each month. It is inexpensive and simple to manage because counting takes place routinely. However, a higher level of safety stock is required to buffer against the level of uncertainty in demand over the longer planning horizon.
This system is important to reduce time with inventory counting, meaning there is more time to focus on other aspects in the business. However, using a periodic system may lead to inaccuracy. With high volume sales, there is little control, as record keeping is done during the time of the review, resulting in a possible revenue loss.
For periodic systems, for example, you review times every month and monitor the inventory levels to place an order. The business needs to establish how many items are in stock to place an order and reach maximum stock level. With this system, the quantity order is different from period to period because the number of items ordered depends on what you have in stock. Here is an example of a periodic review system with the same coffee brand previously discussed. This brand also produces instant coffee sachets that have less demand and are a lower cost item. These items are not replenished as often as the roasted coffee beans. Stock is replenished periodically, and as seen as the start of the 5th month, there was high demand of it, causing stock to plummet to 0 units. Because stock can plummet to 0, the buffer inventory is higher than the buffer inventory for the roasted coffee beans. as it is 40 units instead of 20.